First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory to God. I would not be up here today if it wasn't for his love and mercy. Class of 2023, congratulations, we made it. We've made it through countless nights of long hours spent in the library studying for upcoming exams, made it through the trials and tribulations that COVID brought us, made it through days upon days, years upon years, avoiding the geese on campus so you don't get attacked and end up on Barstool Bronco. This moment we get to celebrate here today is built on memories. Memories of spending Friday night on this very field cheering on our fighting Broncos. Memories of the infamous Carol cooking up a mean breakfast burrito Saturday morning in the BRC. These memories that were made with the people sitting around you in the stadium today. Now before you stop paying attention and start to scroll on social media, or even maybe try to sleep off last night's celebrations, shout out to all the graduates wearing sunglasses. I would like to recognize some very important people in the stadium, so please hold your applause till the end. To all the mothers in the crowd, thank you for being a rock. Thank you for always picking up the phone when we were feeling homesick. To all the fathers here today, thank you for lifting all the heavy stuff into our dorms freshman year, and thank you for always attempting to be on your best behavior during Parents' Weekend. To all the grandparents, thank you for the care packages, thank you for always checking in on us, and thank you for sending us grocery money that most likely got spent at Suds on Thursday nights. To all their parental figures, family members, children, friends, mentors, guardians, and significant others that have helped us along the way, thank you for believing in us when we didn't. You all mean so much to us, and we wouldn't be here without you. Let's give these amazing people a round of applause. Now, for the part of the speech that most of you will forget by the end of the day. In my time here at Boise State, there have been two recurring themes that have taught me very important lessons. These lessons have shaped the human being that speaks in front of you. Failure and love have been so valuable in my life, not only as a student, but as a friend, a leader, a big brother, a son, a partner, and most importantly, an individual with a singular heartbeat who wants to leave the world a better place. Failure is an interesting thing because as we graduate from college, the primary subject of conversation is rooted and surrounded by success. Like what grad school did you get into? Or what job you're going to be working once you graduate? Now don't get me wrong, I wish for nothing but for every single one of you here today to experience an abundance of success. But during that climb to success, I also hope that you run into some failures along the way. I believe life is about failing. It's about appreciating the lows that are spent in the valleys, so when you experience the highs at the mountaintops, you're able to enjoy them to the fullest extent. I strongly believe that failure is the catalyst of growth. And in order to fail, you must be willing to constantly challenge yourself day in and day out. From personal experience, I have learned how valuable it is to step out of your comfort zone. A YouTube group that I have fallen in love with over the last 5 years is known as Yes Theory. And one of their mottos they have built their community around is seek discomfort. They believe that when you step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the discomfort, that is when you can most truly see the most amount of growth in your life. Now to my first and best friend that I made in college, Ryan Arzu. This is not me giving you the green light to go rob a bank, but more of a friendly reminder to take that leap of faith when it feels uncomfortable. If you are afraid to start over, or afraid to put all of your eggs in one basket, I encourage you to go for it. The late Kobe Bryant once said, "Put all your eggs in one basket, and if it doesn't work out, go get some more eggs." What Kobe is saying is so simple but so profound. People, including myself, are so afraid of the idea of failure that they will stop themselves from ever even trying. One of the best pieces of advice I've ever received was, what if it turned out better than you could have ever imagined? Go for that business startup. Go open up that coffee shop you always dreamed of. Drop everything and go travel the world. If it doesn't work out, it's okay to start over. It's okay to start fresh. A quote by Brianna Weiss changed the way I viewed starting over. She says, "In fact, I hope you start over all the time, not by burning bridges or ditching town or closing yourself to what you have, but by no longer fearing what you don't. I hope you spend your free afternoons working on the skills you need to have for the job you want someday. I hope that you're not supposed to look the way you did in high school or really want the same things. I hope you ask yourself, what do I want now? every time it occurs to you to do so. I hope you learn that there's only one way to guide your life, and is by consistently focusing on the next right step. So, class of 2023, you're going to experience failure your entire life. It doesn't magically disappear when you turn 30 or 40 or even 50. Failure is inevitable, so the sooner you can accept it, the sooner you can learn from it. Running into failure can do two things. It can harden the heart, or it can soften it. Failures can make us bitter, or they can make us gracious. And I believe the only way you ever truly fail in this life is if you stop trying. So if you get knocked down 10 times, get up 11. And from this day forward, I plead to you, go out and fail. Go out and try something new. Go out and completely suck at something. The lessons that we learn from our failures will make this world a better place. Now, as you take your next steps in this amazing journey we call life, you're going to run into setbacks and failures. So don't run away from them. Accept them and lean into them. Never forget that failure is the catalyst of growth. Another theme of my Boise State experience that has been so crucial over the past 4 years is love. Today, I'm not going to focus on the romantic type of love. I want to focus on the importance of loving others, but also how important it is to love yourself. But to all the people who are in happy, committed relationships, congrats. I'm happy for you, I guess. Thanks for always rubbing it in my face. Shout out to all my single people in the crowd. Going back to that YouTube group, Yes Theory, another model they have built their company on, and one that I hold near to my heart, is love over fear. In today's world, I have noticed that fear has taken over instead of love. We are defensive or get angry if someone does not have the same idea, belief, lifestyle, political alignment, or even professional sports team. Shout out to Steph Curry and the Warriors. But the list goes on and on. What I challenge all of you here today is next time you disagree with someone, show love first. Now I know that may be challenging when talking about Thanksgiving dinner with your relatives, but just try it once. Love is such a powerful and infinite thing, and I believe it what keeps this world spinning. You have no idea what is going on in someone else's life, and showing love and compassion to a complete stranger could make a difference that you will never know. It could make their day, maybe their month. You never know if your act of kindness and love could change the trajectory of their life. It costs nothing in this world to love. A quote by Bianca Sparciano expresses the importance of love in the world. She says, "In a society that has taught us to favor being cool over being connected, promise yourself that you'll always choose to be the person who cares, to be the person who does not desensitize themselves, to be the person who slams their heart into people who excite it without hesitation, without worrying if it is too much, or too intense, or too loud. Trust me when I say that you'll never scare off the souls that will fully understand you, nurture you, and celebrate you. By being open to this world, by being honest, by being the kind of person who loves deeply." She goes on to say, "Be all that you are, be all that you are." Graduates, I have a firm belief that love is what the world needs the most right now. But as I encourage you to love others, I want to remind you to make room to love yourself. From the moment you take your first breath to the moment you take your last, you are the only person in this world who's going to spend every single second in between with yourself. Allow those moments to be filled with loving the person you see in the mirror. I truly believe that the spring class of 2023 can go out and change the world. All we need to do is choose love over fear. Now there's one last piece of advice I would like to share with you all. I heard this little poem from one of my biggest heroes and inspirations in my life. She's actually here today. Everyone wave to my mother over there in the crowd. Hi, Mom. My mom told me this: hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemies has 7 letters, but so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, but so does truth. Failure has 7 letters, but so does success. Cry has 3 letters, but so does joy. And negativity has 10 letters, but so does positivity. Class of 2023, you always have a choice, so choose the better side of it. And from this day forward, I challenge you to go out and change the world for the better. And never forget that failure is the catalyst of growth. Bronco Nation, thank you for 4 years I will never forget. I love you all. Phi Phi, go Broncos.